My name is Mr. Steve. I'm a storyteller. Hello, everybody! It's me, Mr. Steve, and it's time for a very special story time. As you can see, I'm dressed up. Why am I dressed up? Because I'm so excited about today's story. It's not the best. It's a pretty bad story. But in order to read this story, I have to explain a bit of history for you, okay? In 1989, the Milton Bradley Toy Company released a toy called the Balzac ball. Horrible, horrible name. Ooh. Ah. So here's the ball, and then there was a second ball inside of it. And when you filled that inner ball with air or water or even like change, coins, that would make the ball fly all wacky crazy like. It was a fairly popular toy for a number of years back in the early 90s. Milton Bradley released a very catchy commercial for it.
Turn up the fun with Balzac. Turn it up! Put the Balzac balloon in a sack. Blow it up now, give it a whack. Turn up the fun with Balzac. Hit it! Pour in some water too. I'm flying real crazy now, ain't that cool? Turn up the fun with Balzac.
Check it out.
And here's my little buddy, the Balzac rat.
Us two Balzacs are where it's at.
This is fresh. Turn up the fun with Balzac. Turn up the fun with Balzac.
Milton Bradley also released a number of Disney-themed balls in various sizes that were very popular. You can still find them on eBay and Amazon and stuff like that. I had a Balzac ball when I was in junior high, and I remember loving playing with it for maybe a day. Those Balzac balls made international news when Milton Bradley released them because the toy was actually a brainchild of a 14-year-old girl. Like a teenage girl named Mary. Mary Rodas. Yeah, a teenager invented this super popular toy. So Mary was interviewed all over the place in the 90s. Magazines, newspapers, television programs, all over the world.
こちらの女の子なんですけども、ご覧いただけますでしょうか。メアリー・ローダスちゃんという彼女なんです。
Some of the biggest names in TV at the time were talking about Mary and the Balzac ball.
Next, smart stuff. This 17-year-old is the marketing genius behind some of the hottest toys of the season.
Hey, this is a kiddo that any kid would be worth taking a risk on.
Well, the inventor said he just happened, there she was in her building, and he gave her a toy to take to school, and she tried it out, and the way she talked about it was smart, and he had the brains and the sense to pay attention and put her on the payroll.
Talk about a meteoric rise.
And also, a few annoying TV personalities were talking about it, too.
You remember the movie Big? This time, it's real life.
If you watch that last clip and you close your eyes and you pay attention, you can almost hear Bill O'Reilly yelling at his underpaid staff.
Yeah, I can't read it. There's no words on it. All right, go. And bye.
Anyway, in order to capitalize on the popularity of Mary's story and the Balzac ball, a kid's picture book was created. Let me rephrase that. A kid's picture book was quickly rushed out, meaning they obviously didn't have enough time to do this properly, so they quickly rushed a kid's picture book out to capitalize on the popularity of the Balzac ball and Mary's beautiful story. And I got a copy. I paid $1 for this book, and I'm pretty sure I overpaid. And no offense to the person or people who no doubt worked very hard on this book, but it's pretty laughably bad. It's a remarkably badly done, horrible kids book. Children, I know you don't know who Tommy Wiseau is.
I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
But this is basically the Tommy Wiseau of kids' books.
You are tearing me apart, Lisa!
But it's right here. And it's called Mary and the Magic Ball. In the beginning, see what Disney movie the illustrators ripped off, okay? Mary and the Magic Ball. So excited to read this. So here's a disclaimer in the beginning, okay? This book is based on the real-life story of Mary Rodas. Mary continues to work with the inventor and Mr. Balzac to develop products that makes kids happy, and with those less fortunate than she, to make their lives a little better. She truly is an example of the American dream come true. This is very 1991. I see this, and all I can think of is, am I at a roller rink? This song is for backward skaters only. Backward skaters only. Jimmy Mulligan, please pick up your pizza at the snack bar. Mary and the Magic Ball. Text and illustrations by Derek Weishaupt. Hiya, kids! Mr. Balzac's the name. I already don't like this book. Hey, kids, it's Mr. Balzac. I feel like I need an adult. Mr. Balzac's the name, and I'm here to tell you a little story. That's right, it's the story of a little girl and a ball. But not just any ball, but a magic ball that changed her life forever. It all started long ago. Oh, gee, kids, can you guess what popular Disney animated movie this book ripped off with these illustrations here?
Riff-raff, street rat, I don't buy that.
Don't try and tell me that that's not Aladdin, okay? It was America, the land of freedom, the home of the brave, the land of opportunity, not to mention great pizza. I bet the author thought that was a joke. Is this me? Is this me? This is me when I shave my mustache, which I don't do a lot. My wife says that I can't shave my mustache because when I do, I look like I'm a 14-year-old. For young Miguel and Marina, it was also their home. They came all the way from El Salvador. That's in Central America. They came to the United States to build their dream. Literally, it looks like. See, you got a hammer and building stuff here. Miguel worked as a handyman in the building where they lived. Marina got work as a maid. Christmas Day was truly magical for the young couple. They were blessed with a baby girl. They named her Balzac. Oh, wait. They named her Mary. And boy, was she a cutie. I guess. Mary had the face of a little angel and a warm heart filled with joy, and it looks like yellow stuff. Sure, she made her share of messes, peaches on the walls, toys all over the floor, crayons on the carpet, you know, the usual. Dead carcass in the kitchen, alien autopsy in the rumpus room, usual kid stuff. But she was the sparkle of everyone's eye. Her parents knew she was a very special little girl. One day when Mary was 4 years old, she went with her pop to repair one of the apartments in the building. The nice man who lived there was an inventor. He had junk all over the place, but it was fun junk. I don't like the sound of that. Nice suspenders, Dad. Nice. The inventor that's the inventor there. He could also be a member of the polyphonic spree. Is that Mumford or is that And Sons? Not sure. Part-time lumberjack. Nice Disney eyes. Those are some more Disney eyes right there. The inventor and Mary became best friends. Yeah, it's totally typical for like a 4-year-old to be friends with the creepy neighbor next door. Maybe in like the late 80s it was? In the late 80s it was. Not now. He knew she had a great gift. That gift was a wonderful imagination. And also a t-shirt that she stole from Steven Universe.
Here we are in the future.
Mary loved to play with all the stuff in the inventor's apartment. and the inventor loved to hear what Mary thought of it. He trusted her opinion greatly. Since she was a kid, he knew she could tell what was cool and what wasn't. Sounds like the inventor is using his neighbor for product testing without her knowledge, which might be illegal. Mary and the inventor spent many hours working on the inventions. They worked until they were happy with what they had done, or until they got really hungry for cheeseburgers. Can you tell this is America? Cheeseburgers, America, Statue of Liberty, Freedom, America flag. At night, Mary would dream about the toys she created. She dreamt about lots of children laughing and playing with all the different toys. This made her very happy. Sure. Both of Mary's parents worked very hard during the day. A lot of times, little Mary found herself sitting home alone after school. Dude, that was the entirety of the 80s and 90s. I'm not leaving these kids home alone. Now, as a parent in the 2020s? Absolutely not. But back in the day, it was just, hey, you're in second grade, you're home, great. Here's a key for you. I won't be home until 8. Make your own dinner. Latchkey kids is what that was called. This gave Mary more time to spend with the inventor working on the toys. Again, a little bit creepy. One day Mary spotted an ugly gray ball sitting in the corner. "What is that?" she asked. "It's nothing really," said the inventor. "Take it, it's yours." Mary took the ball back to her apartment. Months passed and Mary's mother became very sick. Oh no! Mary was so sad that her schoolwork began to suffer and her grades began to drop. The inventor was sad too. He wanted to do something nice for Mary. Maybe leave her alone. That might be something nice. Also, suddenly she has SpongeBob arms. You see that? The kind inventor told Mary's mother, "If things get any worse, I will always be there to help little Mary, any way that I can." This made Mary's mother smile. That's a smile, apparently. Mary's mother passed away shortly after. Oh, very sad, very sad. Oh, hey, there's another thing that you took from a Disney film. Mary was very sad. She was sitting alone in her room crying when suddenly she noticed the ugly gray ball was glowing. What? The ball started bouncing up and down, over and under, side to side. It even bounced off Mary's head. This made her laugh. Ha! "You sure are an ugly ball," said Mary, "but you're lots and lots of fun." Then Mary had a great idea. "We'll rob the Bellagio Hotel in Las Vegas. First I'll need 10 more people. We'll call it Ocean's 11." She pulled out an old box that her mother had given her for Christmas. Inside was a beautiful cloth with lots of new colors. She wrapped the cloth around the ugly gray ball. "Now you are beautiful," said Mary. The next morning when Mary woke up, she couldn't believe her eyes. Her room was filled with the colors of the ball, like the bedroom of a beautiful princess. Yeah, maybe in like the 1960s. This doesn't look like a beautiful princess's bedroom. It looks like the set of Laugh-In.
Sock it to me?
Mary quietly whispered, "Wow." The magic ball began bouncing again, around the room, out the door, down the hallway. As it bounced, the whole building started to come alive with wonderful colors. The big, beautiful ball rolled into the inventor's apartment. "Mary, what have you done?" asked the inventor. "This is horrible." So the inventor got the shotgun. And that was the end of the magic ball. "Mary, what have you done?" asked the inventor. "This is wonderful. Almost as much as my handlebar mustache." The ball wobbled and shook and bounced all around. It even made silly noises. Swish, swish, clink, clink, bonk, bonk. Mary and the inventor laughed and played all day. He played all day. I doubt that. Mary and the inventor decided to take the magic ball to the hospital to see if some of the sick children might have some fun with their new toy. And boy, oh boy, did they ever. Their faces lit up like a bright sunny morning. That sounds horrible. There's probably some pills you can take for that. They giggled and played all day long. The ball had worked its magic again. Now everyone wanted a magic ball. What are we to do? Asked Mary. Make more, yelled the inventor, and so they did. You know what? I bet that this, now that I'm sitting here and I'm reading it, I bet that this whole thing was actually just an attempt by the creators of Balzac, like Mary Rodas and Milton Bradley, to maybe make like a TV show or a cartoon or a movie, and they're like, hey, Disney, you should make a movie about Mary Rodas and the Balzac ball. And so they made this book. And then Disney said, absolutely not. We're not going to make this into a movie or a cartoon. And so they decided to sell it as a book, but nobody wanted to buy it, which is why I found it at my supermarket for $1, and I feel that I spent too much. They decided to call the magic ball Balzac. That's my name, Mr. Balzac. And the ball began to pop up all over the world in all different sizes and colors. Small ones, big ones, some as big as your head. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts, dee-dee-dee-dee. Ones that looked funny, ones that looked like the world. Everyone loved the Balzac balloon ball. Little kids, teenagers, even adults, you name it. Even Bill O'Reilly yelling at his staff loved the Balzac ball.
Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Mary's picture was in the newspaper, and she even appeared on television. She was famous. Oh, famous. She was famous. Sorry, I read that wrong. It was a dream come true. The Balzac balloon ball was bringing happiness all over the world. Little Mary became rich and famous. She used her money, that's true, I found on YouTube a clip from Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous with Mary Rodas. That's crazy. She used her money and her tremendous talents to help those people who were less fortunate. She worked with hospitals, schools, and many organizations all over the world helping children and others in need. Mary is now 18 years old. She's all grown up and goes to college. I should know. I call her the boss. Bruce Springsteen? Mary works and studies hard, especially on her gift. The gift of imagination. Well, kids, that's the end of the story. I'm telling ya, it nearly brings a tear to my eye. It is unbelievable, fabulous, phantasmic. Well, you get the picture. Hey, I gotta run. It seems the boss is working on a really special new toy and she needs my help. Hey, Mr. Balzac, don't forget to take out the garbage. Yeah, like I said, kids. See you when I see ya.
Not funny!
And there is the real-life Mary Rodas and her invention, Balzac. And that's the end of that story. Hooray! You don't have to clap for it, because I don't like this book. There's hardly any information on this book. I don't know if anybody else has bothered to read this on YouTube, so this might be a first. I had a Balzac toy, and I had no idea that they turned it into a kid's book, but I can't imagine anyone actually wanting to buy this. That was today's story time. Did you like that, kids? Balzac toys are still available on Amazon, and I mean, you can get anything on Amazon. I can get a cardboard cutout of Joe Pesci. So, you can definitely get Balzac toys there. So if you want to play with a Balzac toy, there you go. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. Be sure and like and subscribe and all of those things I'm supposed to say because I'm a guy on YouTube. Balzac! We'll see you later, guys. Bye!
Hello, everybody. Mr. Steve here, coming to you live from my house. Everything's fine. Nothing is wrong.